hi again, everybody. Welcome to our Press Box Report. Doug Miles along with Ed Schneider here at Irick Field on the campus of Sarasota High School. We saw the Braden River Pirates defeat the Sarasota Sailors tonight by the score of 30-27 in a district football game. And Ed, last week we saw these Pirates take on the Booker Tornadoes. Came up just short in that ball game, but a much improved performance tonight for Braden River.
Yeah, they came out ready to play early in the game, even though Sarasota took the initial lead, took the opening kickoff and drove 80 yards on a sustained drive of 13 plays to get on the board first and take a 7-0 lead. After that, it was all Braden River in the first half as Braden River took control, ended up controlling the first half, leading 23-7 by halftime, and it looked like Sarasota might be out of the game here on their homecoming evening.
Good game for quarterback Dustin Peebles for the Pirates last week. He was benched in the second half for sophomore Jacob Huseman, and like you said in the broadcast, Ed, that might have given him a little extra incentive during the week. He was right on the money tonight. He had 3 touchdown passes in the ball game.
He sure did. In the first half alone, he had 177 yards on 6 for 9 passing, and in the first half, the Braden River Pirates ran up a total of 242 net yards versus Sarasota only had 106 yards net, and 80 of those came on that opening drive. So Braden River on the next 5 possessions that Sarasota had really shut them down and were able to build that 23-7 lead by halftime.
For the Sailors, they played very well. They almost came back in the second half. At one point, they were down 23-10, but they had a chance to really pull very close in the game. They had a 4th and goal at the 1-yard line of the Pirates, but the Pirates put on a great goal line stand to get the ball back, and then a costly turnover late in the game, a fumble recovered with just 3:57 left. Justin Austin, the runner for the Sailors, ball coughed up loose, and the Pirates get the ball back. But even still, the Sailors came down with a minute to play and nearly made a ball game of it. Had a chance for an onside kick to only trailing by 3, but were unable to recover it.
Well, it really was a tale of 2 halves. Sarasota in the second half came out with 234 yards net to end up with 340 for the game. They held Braden River to only 69 yards net in the second half for 311 total for Braden River. And the Sailors, as you mentioned, had a chance to take the lead. They were down 23-17 at 1st and goal at the 4-yard line with about 4 minutes to go in the game. And the Braden River defense stood strong. We were able to thwart the efforts of the Sailors to get into the end zone to take the score to tying touchdown and perhaps pick the extra point for the lead. And what they did after that is they moved the ball 3 plays out of the end zone and then took a safety rather than have to risk punting out of their own end zone, leading by only 6 points with about 3 minutes to go in the game. And that turned out to be a wise play for the Braden River Pirates.
Pirates record now 3 up and 2 down. More importantly, 1-1 in the district. They had lost an earlier district game 2 weeks ago to the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs. The Sailors, their first district game tonight, they fall to 0-1 there, 2 up and 3 down, and doesn't get any easier, Ed, as the Sailors take on the very tough Venice Indians, who defeated the Plano, Texas Panthers last week in Texas. So we will see them next Friday. We'll be right here back at Irick Field for our live broadcast next Friday night. And right now, Coach Ed Volz has a lot of trying motivation to get his team back on. They've lost 3 in a row to Manatee, Lincoln, Tallahassee, and now to Braden River.
Yeah, I think they're going to be disappointed when they look at this game because they had their opportunities. But Braden River made a couple of the big plays that Sarasota didn't. A couple fumble recoveries, especially the critical one late in the game when Sarasota was trying to move down for to take the lead in the last couple minutes. That really ended the efforts of Sarasota, even though it did come down and make it close. But Braden River stood tall when they had to. A good bounce-back game for them after their disappointing performance last week against Booker, and because they didn't want to go 0-2 in the district play. So now they're even the record of 1-1. Sarasota drops to 0-1 in the district, and both teams, though, still have a chance to make the playoffs if they can win out from here.
Hope you'll join us next Friday night for the Venice at Sarasota game. We'll be on the air at 7:30 p.m. on Ustream.tv, and all of our games, again, podcast available at Ustream and on iTunes as well. And all of our post games available at YouTube and on MaxScript. Also the games available on YouTube as well. Final score once again tonight from Irick Field. The Braden River Pirates 30, the Sarasota Sailors 27. For Ed Schneider, this is Doug Miles saying thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.
Good night.